first game 2-0 to the Czech Republic, which I found very annoying. I backed Scotland, one of my teams in the competition that we have going on, and I backed them to get a result against the Czech Republic, and they didn't. But that goal, Schick's second goal, wow, that was impressive. And anyone thinking that the Czech Republic will be a walkover for England, I think we need to reevaluate our thoughts on that one. Looking at it, I honestly believe, this is my true opinion, that the group will finish with England top, Croatia bottom, and one of Scotland or Czech Republic in second place. I think Croatia are an aging team without much, inventiveness. I think Scotland can do something against Croatia. In Group E, we had Poland against Slovakia, a game which Slovakia won 2-1. I'm pretty sure it was 2-1, wasn't it? But let me just check before I fill this in. I'm almost certain it finished 2-1 to Slovakia. Best to be certain. Yeah, 2-1 Slovakia. I did watch half of that game, to be fair. And the Spain-Sweden game was the first goalless draw of the tournament. How the hell it ended up 0-0, I will never know. But the lad Isaac for Sweden, he was quite impressive. I like the look of him. He plays for Real Sociedad and has scored 17 goals in the last season. The Slovakia game, we had a goal for Linetti for Poland. That was the equaliser after Wojciech Szczesny own goal, and Milan Skriniar second goal, but Slovakia 2-1 up. In Group E, nobody ended up with Slovakia either. That's very frustrating. The teams that were left for our competition, Finland and Slovakia, nobody got them to, and yet they both won their first games. But in Group E, I can see Spain and Slovakia. Actually, no. I do think Spain will get out of that group. They've got 1 point, as have Sweden. I think Sweden beat Poland. I think Poland without Lewandowski are just a very average team. Very, very average. So I think Sweden beat Poland. Because if Sweden can keep out Spain, they'll keep out Lewandowski. I think Spain beat Slovakia. That gives Spain 4 points. Sweden will have 4 points. And then Sweden against Slovakia will be the deciding game, because I think Spain beat Poland, and then it'll be a case of whoever comes out top between Sweden and Slovakia will go through with Spain. Group F, the bottom right here, we had Hungary lose yesterday 3-0 to Portugal. I did not see any of this game as I was making dinner. I was gutted, I did want to watch it. But let's have a look at the goal scorers. I know Ronaldo got a penalty, and there was an own goal, weren't they, from the defender, Oban, who I did mention in the preview for this group. It was one to look out for. So we had a Guerrero goal for Portugal, which I think went in off Oban, and 2 Ronaldo goals to give Portugal the 3-0 victory against Hungary. Then on the evening last night we had France beat Germany 1-0. Germany are the other side I have in our competition, so not a good start for me with Scotland and Germany both losing. Great start for Dario, who has France, and although France scored 3 goals, only one of them counted in the end. It was the own goal by Mats Hummels. But France were decent without being amazing. I mean, you look what they were bringing off the bench. On their bench at Ousmane Dembele, I think Giroud was on the bench. It was just ridiculous how strong they are. And they didn't even need to play that great. And they were just the better team. Pogba played very well. Pavard was good at right back. fantastic, scored a great goal, which was disallowed. Benzema scored a goal, which was disallowed. Griezmann played really well. So yeah, France are my pick to win the whole competition at the minute. And they won their first game against Germany 1-0. The Germans were pretty bang average. Couple of chances, but nothing at all to excite you. I mean, they've got good players. There's been on Sane and Vern off the bench, but it made no difference. Sane with a late free kick, couldn't even get on target. I mean, it was the 87th minute. You score that, you get a draw. He could not even hit the target, but he useless. So, if right now, after seeing all the teams play, I don't know who has to play who in the quarters and the round of 16 and the semis. If I could pick 4 teams which won't meet each other before the semi-finals, which 4 teams do I think will reach the semi-finals right now after watching the first round? I'd have to go for Italy. I think they get to the semis if they don't get knocked out by one of the other semi-final teams before then. I think probably Belgium. France, so Italy, France and Belgium would be 3 teams I'd pick to reach the semis right now. And then one of England, Spain, or just look, there was somebody else I thought did quite well. Oh, Portugal. Yeah, I think it's going to be Italy, France and Belgium, and then one of England, Spain or Portugal. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly right now who will play who. It's quite complicated to work out, so I'm not going to try and do it right now. Today's games though, we have Turkey against Wales. Now Turkey they was alright against Italy in the first half, and then they just crumbled in the second. Wales got that 1-1 draw with Switzerland, and I think Wales can do something against the Turks tonight. I think today at 5 o'clock. I think Wales can get a win in that game, and I hope they do. I'd like to see Wales do well. I'd like to see Scotland do well, as long as it's not England's expense. And I'll put Turkey on 0 points. Wales would be on 4 and pretty much guaranteed to go through, I reckon. And then you have Switzerland, Italy. I think Italy win that game. Won't be easy. Won't be as easy as the Turkey game, but I think Italy beats Switzerland tonight at 8 o'clock. The other game we have today is at 2 o'clock, and that is Finland, Russia. Finland, after beating Denmark 1-0, will be confident. Russia got battered by Belgium. I think Finland can do something against Russia. A point might be enough to see them go through. Potentially, they won't do it against Belgium, obviously Finland won't, but if they can beat Russia or get a point, that could help them on their way. And after that game, I think Russia will be out of it, because they only have 1 point after 2 matches, with a game against Denmark to come. Tomorrow we have 2 o'clock, Ukraine, Macedonia, North Macedonia that is. I'll be backing North Macedonia, who beat, actually so they lost to Austria 3-1, Ukraine lost 3-2 to Holland. Yeah, I'll probably back Ukraine to win that game. And we have Holland against Austria at 8 o'clock. Both teams won their first game. I think that'll be a fun match, but I can see Holland coming out on top of that game. I don't think that's it, but there's only 2 games tomorrow. Just have a little look. No, there's not. Sorry, there's Denmark, Belgium at 5 o'clock. Can Denmark from the squad and losing that first game to Finland, will they be able to get past Belgium? I don't think so. Maybe if they get a draw Denmark and then beat Russia in that last game, Denmark might still get through. But I can't see them beating Belgium. The Belgians are too strong, and that's why I picked them to get to the final. Oh, sorry, the semi-finals at least. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Who have you enjoyed watching so far? You've seen all of the countries perform. Which team has impressed you the most, and which team has not impressed you at all? So impressed, I'd say France. Not impressed, I'd say Germans, or I've not watched every single game. I've tried to watch as many as I can, but I haven't seen them all. I'd say Poland or the Germans have been the least impressive to me so far, of teams that you just expect a little bit more from, and they just haven't turned up. So, let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and I will see you all again very soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.